What's going on, YouTube community? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So, James Harden, he was voted basically MVP over Stephen Curry in the Players Awards. You all know they have this Player Awards now where NBA players, they vote on who is the best in the league in such categories. Now, of course, you know, Stephen Curry, he won the MVP, but that was mainly voted by the media. But as far as the Player Awards, players voted James Harden as the MVP. Now, my thing is this. People was already mad that some people was already mad that Steph Curry won the MVP. They felt he didn't deserve it. They felt James Harden deserved it because he had less to play with. Where Stephen Curry, on the other hand, he had more to play with, a better team to play with. Well, my thing is this. Stephen Curry stats was pretty damn close, or actually better than James Harden as far as, you know, percentages and stuff like that, as far as field goal percentage and things of that nature. Now, his points, they was pretty much neck and neck. Now, of course, Stephen Curry, his team had the most wins, 67 wins, a historic season. Jacob, go in the back real quick. A historic season. And where James Harden, on the other hand, you know, his team had a good season, but at the same time, when it came to the playoffs, they pretty much lost. You know, they got, you know, James Harden couldn't get the job done. They lost. They didn't make it to the finals. They got eliminated. Where Stephen Curry, on the other hand, you know, his team, you all know the story, went to West Conference Finals, won the championship, boom, boom, boom. My thing is this. This is how I think it should be. Both players bring a lot of value to their team. Because I would say this. Stop, boy! I will say this. If you take James Harden off his team, of course the Houston Rockets, they're not going to be as great. They might not even make the playoffs. Or maybe they will. Probably at 8th seed. It just depends. Where some would say if you take Stephen Curry off his team can still make the playoffs. Now, they won't be as great because you're still missing a very, very great playmaker and a very great scorer. You know, okay defense, but, you know, his contribution to the team is big. Without him running that team, I don't know if Klay Thompson and those other guys can really, you know, get it going and keep it going. But my thing is this. If you take James Harden off, team is going to play bad. You take Stephen Curry off, team ain't going to be too great. Take Westbrook off his team, take Kevin Durant off his team, not going to be very well. Take LeBron James off his team, not going to be very well. You can say that about a lot of fucking situations, but you can't deny that, you know, of course, if James Harden had a season like Stephen Curry and an overall team success, he would have won the MVP. You give the award to winning, not losing. Just like people wanted to give LeBron James the championship. You want to support losing instead of support winning, which is bullshit in my eyes. James Harden's a hell of a player. He have this season to prove that he's the MVP. Okay? He has other years to play, people. So, I don't know why people are making this a big deal. Stephen Curry is the MVP. You can't say Stephen Curry didn't deserve the MVP. He had a hell of a season. His team had a hell of a season. What I would do is I will give the MVP to the player after the playoffs. I would judge by your postseason, what you do in the postseason. That's how I would give the MVP. If you do well in the postseason, then you can determine who the MVP of the league is. That's what I would do. I think they should do that because obviously you got some superstar players who come short or don't play as great in the postseason, where you have other guys who play great in the postseason. For instance, James Harden. He didn't have a crazy great postseason, you know, but Stephen Curry, on the other hand, he had a good postseason, but he had some bad games, just like every other player. You have good games, you have bad games. Every player had it. Look at LeBron James in the final. He shot horrible, 38, 40%. So I would judge it off the playoff performance and how far they go into the playoffs. Boom, boom, boom. That's how I would do it. So what do you guys think about this James Harden situation winning the Players Award over the players voted for James Harden instead of Stephen Curry? What do you guys think? Is it a big deal? Do it even matter? Do this award even mean shit? Because at the end of the day, I think I would rather be an NBA MVP by the association, the media. I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share the videos. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I'm out. Deuces.